In this video, I'm going to show you how to make Thai BBQ pork, also known as Moo Ping. If you don't have a grill, you could definitely cook it in the oven as well. So let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is put the marinade together. I've got half a cup of organic coconut milk in here. We're going to be adding 2.5 tablespoons of coconut sugar. You can use any kind of sugar you'd like. 1 teaspoon of ground coriander. 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic. You can use fresh minced garlic as well, about 2 cloves. 2 tablespoons of chopped cilantro stems. 2 tablespoons of regular soy sauce. 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Now we're gonna mix it all up. And there's the marinade. I've got about 1.5 pounds of pork shoulder. You could use pork tenderloin as well. Pork shoulder is a tender, affordable cut, so that's why we're going to be using it. And I'm going to be cutting it. There's many ways you can cut it. If you're going to grill it and do, kind of like a hibachi Korean barbecue kind of thing, you could thinly slice it, right, and eat it as you go. I love having it this way. So about this thick. I love keeping the fat on it. It adds great flavor to it, and when you get that nice and crispy, it's really tasty. So if you know you want to cook this in a pinch, then thinly slice it and then cook it in the oven for your family. So if I were to use a larger grill, like my pellet grill, I would probably leave it this big, grill it that way. It might take a little longer, but if you're having a barbecue, you can just leave it on there and then you could slice it. So that's what I would do with the bigger grill. Now I've got my 2 Tupperwares. I'm just gonna split the meat into the 2 Tupperwares. You could definitely put this in a big bowl. Got my marinade here. I'm gonna split these, pour it right over. Smells so good. Now we're just gonna mix it up by hand. Make sure all the pork gets coated in there with the marinade. So there you go, there's the marinated meat. Cover it up. So I've got my pork that I've marinated overnight right in here. I've got this yakitori grill ready to go, as you can see. I love these things. You can find this on Amazon for like 70 bucks. I actually got this at a Japanese festival, but I love taking it. It's cute and portable. It's a little heavy because I think it's made out of clay. But yeah, it's a great little grill to take around or have a tabletop barbecue with your friends. So this is what the meat looks like. Got the grill preheated now. And place it right on. I don't know if you could hear that sizzle. So I'm only grilling on one side because I want the other side. I just wanted to keep it warm on the other side. So I only added charcoal to mostly the right side. Let's give it a flipperoo. So if you can see, this is what we want. We want that bits of burnt a little bit, but we want a really nice brown here. I love getting that char from the charcoal. I put it all right into this plate. So that's how you grill the Moo Ping. Now I'm going to show you how you can cook this in the oven. I've lined an just aluminum baking sheet with some parchment paper because I don't want my food to be touching aluminum. In one layer, place the marinated pork on the pan. I've got the oven preheated to 400 degrees. We're going to pop this pan right in the oven. After 10 minutes in the oven, we're going to place it on the top rack and broil it on high. All right, that looks like a good color to me. All right, so there you go. This reminds me of at my Thai temple in North Hollywood, the Buddhist Thai temple there, on the weekends, which they actually are back doing it. My parents would always just go early in the morning on the weekends because there would be a bunch of food stalls and food vendors making Thai food, and they would have these Moo Ping on a stick, and my parents would always get it for me with sticky rice, and so this is quite a nostalgic comfort food for me. So I want to give a little comparison on, the charcoal grilled Moo Ping versus the oven broiled Moo Ping. So I'm going to taste the oven broiled first. You can still get a good color, and of course not everyone's going to have a charcoal grill available. Great flavor of the marinade. Cilantro is really good. Really subtle, but I can taste it. Okay, now for the charcoal grilled one. Of course, with the charcoal grilled one, you're really going to be able to taste that charcoal taste. The marinade is just so delicious either way. Cooking it either way, it's going to be delicious. I hope you enjoy this meaty meal. You could totally accompany it with whatever sides you like, maybe some sticky rice, maybe some papaya salad. I know it's hard to find some unripened papaya, but I'm going to definitely be making a video on, instead of using unripened papaya, you could use apples and some cabbage and carrots as well. I hope you give this recipe a go. It's so simple and so flavorful, and I have a feeling it's going to be a different kind of flavor than you've had before with Asian marinated meats. I feel like the cilantro and the garlic and that oyster sauce with the sugar gives it that Thai flavor. Let me know what you guys think about this recipe. Leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.